This is Stephanie from statisticshowto.com. In this video, I'll show you what Slovin's formula is and how to use it. Slovin's formula is used to calculate an appropriate sample size from a population. If you take a population sample, you must use a formula to figure out what sample size you need to take. Sometimes you know something about a population, which can help you determine a sample size. For example, it's well known that IQ scores follow a normal distribution pattern. But what about if you know nothing about your population at all? That's when you can use Slovin's formula to figure out what sample size you need to take, which is written as n equals n divided by 1 plus n e squared, where n is the number of samples, n is the total population, and E is the error tolerance, also called the tolerance level. The error tolerance can be given to you, for example, in a question. If you're a researcher, you might want to figure out your own error tolerance. Just subtract your confidence level from 1. For example, if you wanted to be 98% confident that your data was going to be reflective of the entire population, then 1 minus 0.98 equals 0.02. E equals 0.02. Let's take a look at an example. Use Slovin's formula to find out what sample of a population of 1,000 people you need to take for a survey on their soda preferences. Step 1. Figure out what you want your confidence level to be. For example, you might want a confidence level of 95%, giving you an alpha level of 0.05, or you might need better accuracy at the 98% confidence level, alpha level of 0.02. Step 2. Plug your data into the formula. In this example, we'll use a 95% confidence level with a population size of 1,000. Plugging in our values, we get 1,000 divided by 1 plus 1,000 times 0.05 squared equals 285.714286. Step 3. Round your answer to a whole number. That's because you can't sample a fraction of a person. Rounding, we get 286. There are a few problems with Slovin's formula. Slovin's formula gives you a ballpark figure to work with. However, this non-parametric formula lacks mathematical rigor. For example, there is no way to calculate statistical power, which tells you how likely your study distinguishes an actual effect from one of chance. It's unclear from any reference text exactly what the error tolerance is. It could be a mean or perhaps a proportion. Some texts call the error tolerance a tolerance margin of error, although it seems to be unrelated to the margin of error used in traditional hypothesis tests. The margin of error in that sense is the error associated with a result. For example, you could say 62% of people voted for so-and-so with a 3% margin of error. From the context, it's almost certainly another name for the alpha level. The lack of precision with wording is yet another reason the formula has a poor reputation in academia. But perhaps the biggest reason that the formula isn't widely accepted is that it seems to have materialized out of nowhere. In fact, no one seems to even know who Slovin is, or even if he existed at all. Out of curiosity, I googled who invented Slovin's formula today. I remembered way back when I first learned about Slovin's formula, it was attributed to Michael Slovin, but I was looking for a little more information on him. The top search result was Yahoo. Answers with this response as the best answer. I'm sorry, I couldn't find any information on the net about the origins of Slovin's formula or who developed it. Judging by the lack of answers, it looks like not many people of YA know either. Really sorry, I couldn't help. Surely it can't be that hard to figure out where the formula came from, could it? A search for Slovin's formula just brings up sites like statisticshowto.com describing how to use the formula, but not where it came from. Oddly enough, Wikipedia, the site that has a page for everything, Michigan Left anyone, doesn't have one for Slovin's formula. It doesn't even have one for Slovin. The plot thickens. A somewhat hilarious Google search for the person who invented Slovin's formula revealed why you shouldn't trust everything you read on the web. Several posts on ask.com, WikiAnswers, and other answer sites gave the following answers to the question, who invented Slovin's formula? Mark Slovin, Michael Slovin, Kulkol Slovin. There's also some chat over at Wikimedia Talk on the topic of even if there should be a Wikipedia page on Slovin's formula at all. The formula itself seems clearly notable as you get quite a number of hits under Google Books. Slovin publication of the formula is however dated 1960, not 1843, but it might have known to others earlier. Slovin's formula, I find no evidence of these formulas that doesn't seem to trace back to the same handbooks. There is no author in MathSciNet with the name Slovin, and the only published article I could find for a person named Slovin in 1960 is an unrelated patent. This mention of Slovin's formula in the 2003 book Elementary Statistics, A Modern Approach by Alteris and colleagues might provide a clue. Note the spelling. And Guilford's 1973 book, Fundamental Statistics in Psychology and Education, does cite Slovin, 1960. Now, if I could get my hands on that book, I might be able to solve this mystery. Thanks for checking out my video. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.